personal view of closing is a rethink on the idea. And the reason I think it's worth a rethink is because a lot of people are very uncomfortable with the idea of selling for some of the reasons we've described. They think of it as selling at somebody as opposed to helping somebody buy. But even where we've kind of overcome this, and there's this notion that there's this point where we need to get commitment from somebody to buy, to put pen to paper, sign electronically, make a commitment by email, whatever it might be. You know, there's this kind of pressure build thing, and most people think of selling, most people think of closing as that moment of hitting the pressure point. I think of it slightly differently, and it goes back to some of the training I had, which was something called step closing, where sellers will simply get used to will get their buyers used to saying yes. How does that sound? Does that sound right? Have I understood that right? Yes. Okay. So if we came up with this kind of idea, would that kind of idea be in line with what you're thinking? Yes. Okay. So, and if we were to start, what kind of start would it be? You mentioned March, maybe early April. Which would be better of the two? April, maybe? Yes. You see what I mean? They're all closes. They are all closes. I've done several different types of close there. They're all closing. They don't fit there, but they don't have that pressure point, right? They don't have that pressure close. I'm not saying, okay, then when would you like to go ahead and how would you like to go ahead, sir? Or the rather cheesy, would you like it in red or would you like it in blue, the alternative close. Closing is built up into this crazy thing. So there's I believe it's in a very entertaining sales film called Glenn Ross, where this very cheesy sales manager talks about ABC, always be closing, right? I advocate not taking your sales training from films, by the way. They're kind of designed to give examples of what not to do. But that aside, that happens to be true. It's absolutely fine to keep checking, summarizing, validating with buyers as a seller that we understand right, that we're getting it right, that our thinking is right. Are we still kind of on the same page? Am I still thinking the right way? They're all closes, they're all yeses, so that as it were, the final yes of total commitment is the easiest thing in the world for them to say yes to. They're used to saying yes. So closing, in terms of when is the right moment, every moment is the right moment. It just depends on what question you're asking. And that's where we need to be empathetic to be able to read where somebody is in their buying cycle